I'm Tanvi Sikseria, the founder and CEO of Little Miss Designer, a luxury interior design firm. If you're looking to find out about the tips, tricks and hacks and anything to do with interior design, then you're at the right place. Today we're going to be talking about colors, so stay tuned to find a little more about what is the perfect color scheme for your home. Of course, understanding which is the right color for you is very important. But before you can make that decision, it is very important to actually understand the colors and how you can differentiate it. Colors really make a lot of difference to enhance the space, the mood, the energy and everything. Now, colors can be divided in two ways. One, through the color wheel, and two, if it is warm colors or cool colors. Let's understand the color wheel a little more. So the color wheel is basically divided into three parts: the primary color, the secondary color and the tertiary color. The primary color basically consists of the colors red, blue and yellow. The secondary colors basically consist of green, orange and purple. And the tertiary colors are all your pretty colors, turquoise, violet, etc. Now let's talk about two, the warm and cool colors. The warm colors are basically your earthy colors. This actually brings warmth and coziness to a space. These colors include your yellow, oranges and reds. And your cool colors are basically having a more cooler tone to it and making your space look slightly more spacious. These colors include blues, greens, etc. By the end of this video, I'm going to be telling you about one of the best color combinations for your space, so stay tuned till the end. But until then, let me tell you a little more about colors. Now that you know how to differentiate the colors, let's understand what is the best way to actually use these colors in your space. So the best way to decide this is the 60-30-10 rule. The 60-30-10 rule. Now let me explain this to you better. So basically, if you're having a percentage of 100, you're going to be dividing the room aesthetic based on this. 60% of your room should be your dominant color, which is mainly used onto the walls of the space. 30% of this is your secondary color, which is basically going to be used onto the furniture and upholstery. And 10%, which is the minority color, is going to be used only on accents and things that you would like to highlight and bring out. I hope you've got a better understanding on how colors work. Now you must be wondering, where do you even start, right? Well, sometimes it's a little hard and sometimes it's really simple. But in case you don't know where to start, this is the way I would recommend. Of course, a simpler way is go to that Pinterest, check out all the colors that you've been really liking. No, don't say yes to everything. Actually, shortlist maybe one or two only. In case this doesn't work for you, go around and walk around your house or office or any space that you really like and select that one fabric or that one particular furniture piece that you really like. Use that color as your main substance so that you can actually choose the other colors, because once you know one color that you like, you're already one step ahead to find out the other colors. Now that you've got that one color that you really like, think about it. Is this color a very vibrant, loud color? Or is this color a very neutral, mute color? If it is a loud color, then this color should be that accent color, which you use only 10% of. And if this color is a very neutral pastel shade, then this is going to be used on most of your furniture or most of your walls. Now that we've got this out of the way, let's understand what neutral colors are. Neutral colors are basically your pastel light colors, whites and greys. Your vibrant colors are something that really stand out, such as your reds or a dark blue or a really nice emerald green. To understand which is a perfect color combination for you, you need to understand your style. Now, do you like a contrast color combination, which is basically a blue against a white, a blue against a beige, or a green against a white? Or do you like a monochrome feel, such as, for example, if you like grays, then you're going to have a shade of gray all over your room, or at least a family in grays, your light grays, dark grays, or let's say you even like beige, you can have a tone full of creams, beiges, browns all over your room. So basically it's that one color or the one color family going all throughout your space, or it's a complete contrast opposite of colors such as your blue and white as I mentioned. Now of course don't get carried away and say something like I love black and put black all over your room. Now obviously this is something that you're not going to like, well at least not for a long time. you need to also be sensible when you're selecting your color options. So for example, if you're liking a very dark color, you have to use minimum of that dark color. So if you're liking, let's say, a dark gray or a dark blue, then the other colors in the room should be slightly lighter so that these dark colors can actually look good along with it. And if, let's say, you're choosing a light color, then maybe you could use that throughout the space, or you could contrast it with a dark color. It's completely up to you since it's your room and your space. What I'm referring to is the balance of colors. Now what I mean by this is, if you have a dark wall, then make sure that your ceiling and floor are light. This is really going to help because it's going to balance out your place beautifully. Now, to enhance the dark walls, it's very important to add some beautiful artwork or paintings so that it actually gets enhanced, and you can also add some beautiful LED strips or some wall lights to enhance it further. Another way is, if you would like to have a dark ceiling, then it's essential that you have light walls and light floors. But when you're having a dark ceiling, try to make sure that your ceiling is slightly higher and that you have a lot of illumination coming in, hopefully through windows. And lastly, if you want to have a dark flooring, then ensure that your walls and ceiling are light. Now you can definitely play a lot more with furniture and upholstery if you've chosen to go ahead with this. I hope this has helped you understand your color scheme and help you understand which color you would like and how much of it that you would like to use for yours. So this is my pro tip to you. If you're choosing the color space for your home, then this is what I would recommend. I would recommend that you keep the walls simple. Go for a nice off-white color. Something that I really like to use is the Morning Glory from Asian Paints. Once you put this all over your basic walls, the next thing you can do is add furniture. Now in the furniture, I would say to go for more neutral colors such as beige, greys, and in case if you have a really favorite color, you can add a bit of that. But the main color pop should be in your curtains, in your upholstery, in your headboards, because this is something that you can easily change without any major cost in case you do get bored of it. Now imagine if you have a really colorful flooring and you got bored of it within the year. It's going to be such a hassle to remove all of it and change it, right? Which is why I recommend keep the flooring simple, keep the walls simple. But if you want to particularly highlight a wall, then there are those thousands of wallpapers and wall texture paints or even wall panels. And make sure that in those wall panels, if you would like to use that hint of color which you've used in your upholstery, it's just going to be that small detail that makes all the difference. So I really hope that once you've made the choice of your colors, it really works out and makes you happy. Now that you've understood so much more about colors, I'm waiting to see that designer in you, what color you select for your space. Do send me the color options that you have selected for your room. I'm so excited to see what you've done. For me, if I had to select a room, I would go for a white, grey and blue combination because these are my favorite colors. Thank you so much for watching and I hope this was helpful. If you would like to see more videos on colors or anything related to interior design, then don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and of course hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on the next amazing videos coming up. Thank you for watching.